What's going on, guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. This is my first ever video. I've felt like I've needed to post for a long time and just haven't, right? I felt like I've been called to do some sort of YouTube channel, not for anyone else, but for myself, just to get a creative element in my life again. I want to just tell you a quick story about someone who's impacted my life without probably even knowing it. This dude named Connor Woodman posted a video a year ago. It's called, I'm looking at it right now. It says, "You've consumed enough. God wants you to start creating." The video's got 1.1 million views now. And that was a big wake up call. And the gist of the video really boils down to the fact that we consume so much. Our day-to-day operations have us, working, watching things, learning things on YouTube. Most of us never, ever, ever create a video. And I'm someone who actually hates social media in a lot of ways. I used to be on it, used to be on Facebook, used to be on Instagram, and most of my day would be spent looking at reels when I had free time. And I thought, if I delete that, at least I don't see my crazy relatives' posts about political matters that I don't want to engage in, or something that enrages me. So great, I got rid of that. That took that out of the equation. But then I still found myself going to YouTube, looking at reels all the time, wasting time. And I don't like who that has made me as a human. I don't like that my phone feels like an extension of my body when I should be focused on my two toddlers at home and my wife that loves me. That I should give them my full attention, that I should play with them with a full heart, not one that's distracted. And this extends into work too, where we're in a world where you're at work, you're getting Slack messages, you're doing Zoom calls, you're doing phone calls, you're doing emails, and everything is bouncing off of you. Then you're also getting the notifications from your phone about social things, you're getting texts from friends. It's overwhelming and it's a hamster wheel. And I wanted to create this channel honestly as an outlet. As a human being, I'm meant to create. I'm not meant to consume. That consumption lifestyle has left me feeling really empty, has left me feeling really down and dreary. And I want to be giving back in some shape or form. So I'm hoping really that the philosophy of this channel can be one where, I'm sharing some wisdom, I'm sharing things I'm learning, seeking out the things that are more holistic in nature, literally nature. What do you do to get back into that and quiet that noise? Maybe be one with your creator, maybe be one with your friends. I think back to just how fast life goes. So I was 18, it seems like yesterday, and now I'm 35. And at 18, I wanted to do all these big things. I wanted to, be a missionary, travel the world, go on adventures. I got to do a little bit of that, but I blinked, and before you know it, after paying student loans off and working a job, buying a house, having kids, getting married, you're finding yourself grounded, and you're finding those years go faster and faster and faster. Lots to share there, but I really feel like I needed to start now. 2026 is that year I need to get going. I need to create something just for my sanity. And I think a lot of you guys are out there, and the 2020 breaking point was big. We're 6 years out of that now. And I think that impact of putting us in our homes, forcing us to be isolated, has kind of created this culture where it's almost weird to go out in public and talk to someone. I mean, how often do you go to the grocery store and instead of going through a line and talking to a human being and getting your groceries that way with an actual cashier, we take the self-checkout and go back to our merry way. I was even talking to some kids the other day that are in college about how it is to be in class. When I was in college, certainly there were phones, but people nowadays, I imagine, are just entering into a classroom, instantly looking at their phones, never even talking to the individual next to them. Just seeing that happen is kind of a crazy experience when we would actually take the time to interact and communicate with one another. Wanting this channel to be a place where we can communicate ideas, hopefully create a culture of iron sharpening iron, like one man sharpening another, because we're losing that sharpness, we're losing that ability to connect on a deeper level, and all of us are craving it. So obviously it sounds a little hypocritical that I'm using technology to do this, but this is just a starting place. And even if nobody watches this video, this is for me. This is for me to get started, for me to have an outlet, and I hope it goes beyond me. I hope it can be something that maybe there's a community down the road where we can really make an impact and enjoy our time together on this planet. So, lots to be said, lots to be thinking about. But I'm just Ben, and I've been thinking.